Hey everybody, Raven here, and today I want to talk to you guys about what it took to become a full-fledged coin dealer. Now, when I started off my channel, I had a $200 budget. I had an old camera and cell phone and a pretty old computer, to be honest. And like I said, I had a budget of $200, and I started off by literally telling people, hey, you can hustle by searching through coins, have fun with your family and whatnot, and find really good stuff out there. And so if you go look at my really old videos when I started this journey about 7 years ago, you'll see that I did mostly coin roll hunts. I talked about, cool numismatic stuff that was out, new silver in the market and whatnot. And eventually, by doing those coin roll hunts and by buying silver and stuff, I had enough stock that I could start doing small auctions. Myself and a gentleman named Vic Cruz were the first that did full blown coin auctions on YouTube, and since then, a lot of people have followed. And so, the reality of things is those coin roll hunting videos that I did were what led me into the ability to parlay what I found into even more stuff. So there was times where I would, I started off with nickels. I saved enough war nickels to go and get better silver. At that time, I had somebody that would pay me about 80 cents a nickel, and back then I was finding them quite a bit in California. I even found silver in a penny, a Lincoln cent search. It was just amazing some of the stuff that I found in California. I eventually built up what I had to have enough money to go and get boxes of $half. And in those $half boxes, man, I couldn't believe I was finding 90% silver and 40% silver, pretty much almost every box for quite a while. So what ended up happening over time is that doing this and bringing new stuff to show and present to everybody, that led to the idea of, hey, maybe I can get some stuff and start auctions. So myself and Vic Cruz got together and we started doing that. Now the auction started off, kind of small. We'd have maybe 10, 15 different things that you could bid on, and over time that parlayed into a lot more stuff that was more higher end. We just got a new subscriber. Stuff that got better over time, and I was able to acquire really nice things by going to different coin shops and eventually starting to go to coin shows. Now, that support that we've gotten from the YouTube community over the years has been absolutely amazing. I wouldn't have been able to pull off a lot of the things I've done if it wasn't for the people that support the channel, like Rich Fontaine, Sergeant Stacker, Mustang Dave, CM Silver. The list goes on and on. Maple Bacon Tree. Just a lot of people that have helped. Silver Chupacabra. Um, I can't name every single person, but there's been a lot of people that have made this very possible, and also coin dealers in my community that may watch this that know who they are. So I want to say thank you to them as well, because it takes a lot of work, and you also have to have knowledge, to do this and to do this properly, to be fair with the dealers that you're working with, as well as be fair with the general public. Now, it came up in a recent show. People wanted to know what are the costs of becoming a dealer at coin shows. Well, you have your table cost, which can, depending on the size of the show, if it's a 1 day show, the table cost might be $60 to $90. It depends on the area. Oklahoma has a less dense population, so out here, our table costs are more at the $60 to $70 range for a 1 day show. A couple day show, like we put in Norman or other towns around here, McAllister, Enid, Moore, because that's the ONA show, which I'm a lifetime member of the ONA and a member of the ANA. That is the Oklahoma Numismatic Association and the American Numismatic Association. Those shows that are longer have a little bit more price. The ONA show, I believe, is $200. It's a 3-day show. The Norman show is $150 for an 8-foot table. That's a 2-day show. So you have your table cost to start off. If you're coming from out of town, you have your hotel, your food, your gas, and that can, on average, a decent hotel room, let's say $125 a night. So now you're at $275 invested into doing the show before you even sold anything. Now you're going to need cases, and those cases you can buy online. You just do coin display cases, and there's so many different types out there. The real popular ones are the brass ones and the aluminum, but they have these ones called Clearview that are even cooler, which don't weigh very much, but they cost about $300 or so per case. So there's a bit of investment in getting your cases ready, and then of course your coins. It really is kind of a balancing act of knowing what to have. Some people are really heavy in bullion, some people are really heavy in numismatics. I tend to stay heavy in numismatics for what I sell, but I do occasionally buy really cool vintage silver like these two bars here out of Nevada or this Canadian Eagleheart. But you need to have diverse product to be able to appeal to the different people that come through, because at a coin show you're going to get stackers, you're going to get currency collectors, and you're going to have numismatic people. And the numismatic people, some of them have a list that they're trying to knock out. So a lot of them prefer graded coins, some prefer raw coins, some want numismia, which is like hobo nickels and stuff. Some want really modern stuff like something like this Daniel Carr round here. That this one's super limited edition, and they only made 208 of this one. And believe it or not, this coin's worth about $600. I got lucky; I didn't pay that for it. I was really fortunate. Another dealer said, "Hey, do you want to buy this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I like Daniel Carr stuff. What do you want for it?" And we made a deal, and that coin is just in my deep stack. It sits on my desk because I think it's just really cool. But so you have those costs and continued cost. And one of the important things about becoming a coin dealer is not only the money involved, but the development of relationships with people. You have to be a people person or learn to be a people person, because a lot of coin dealers and coin collectors are honestly started out as introverts. If you don't know what introvert means, that is somebody that really keeps to themselves. They're not really good in crowds. They don't always have good rapport in the way of how they speak to other people. They're just kind of closed in, and they do their own thing. Doesn't make them bad people at all, but it is something that you have to get around so that you're able to deal with dealers. Like for me to be able to do what I'm doing, I deal with literally 4 or 5 coin dealers consistently in Oklahoma, from here to Tulsa to Newcastle, on over to Enid, on over to, other towns throughout Oklahoma, plus down in Texas. There's coin shops that I go there, and of course, all the coin shows. And when you're on the coin show circuit, there's a lot of people that have been doing it for years, and it's the same faces, but it is something that you can do and have a lot of fun and make lifelong friendships doing it. So, when it comes to saying what is the overall cost of being a coin dealer, it really varies on what you want to focus on and what you think is important and what you bring to the table. Like I said before, there are people that are straight bullion dealers that really only deal in bullion, and that's kind of an easy way. There's also dealers that will only deal with slabbed coins, because another thing that you're going to need, and I forgot to talk about that, is a gray sheet. This is the dealer book that is accepted across the industry, and that basically lets us know what current coins are at a wholesale level. If you're a collector, you need a red book. If you're a dealer, you need a gray sheet. Gray sheet will cost you about $800 a year for a subscription to be able to negotiate and know where you should be at on coins. And that's one of the other reasons why there's some people that specifically stick with slabbed coins because it's easy. There's a third party like NGC, PCGS, or CAC, or even Annex that have given it a grade so that when we open up this book here, we can literally figure out, okay, at an MS64, that coin right there is worth $100 to a dealer. And then you negotiate from there because sometimes you can get stuff at the dealer cost, maybe a little bit behind. It just really depends on the situation and what the person is trying to do. I really think that if you put your mind to it and you hustle like I did, I've spent days and days on the road each week looking for coins, finding coins. I buy coins online from time to time if I like what I see on JM Bullion or APMEX or SD Bullion and whatnot. It just really depends on what is out there. Plus, you got to be open to other things like garage sales, estate sales, looking on Craigslist, because you never know what you will find that people have for sale at those venues. Estate sales and garage sales are really important because I've found a lot of really cool stuff. Some people have told me they've never found anything, but the key is building relationships and having that ability to break the ice. There's been plenty of times that I've gone to a yard sale or an estate sale or even the swap meet and ask somebody, hey, do you guys have any coins or silver or gold for sale? And sometimes they're like, you know what? Yeah, I had a box in the house. Let me go grab it. And they come out and lo and behold, all of a sudden you found a find that is just mind blowing. The other thing is it's important to be honest. It's not always about doing what you want. It's more about doing what's right because in this industry, it is a lot of the same people, and your word is your bond. You don't want to come off as somebody that is trying to scam people or undercut too much, offer too little for a coin that is being sold to you by the general public. Now, the general public understands, especially ones that have sold to coin dealers for a while, that they're going to be offered something that's a little bit under what this dealer price is because the dealer has to be able to make a profit for themselves to continue what they're doing. But honesty, integrity, and transparency, what we call the hit squad, are one of the most important things about becoming a coin dealer. And I know that in one little video, I can't cover every last basis for how to do this, but I think that I'm giving you a pretty nice general idea of the costs involved, that you need to think about ahead of time. Like I said, your hotel, your table fee, your cases, what kind of coins you're going to invest in. And quite frankly, as you grow over time, you try to improve. You try to make sure that you can keep buying stuff that people want to see and want to collect. It doesn't make sense to have a giant bin of wheat cents and try to think you're going to sell those for, $5 a coin because, quite frankly, circulated wheat pennies are really common. It's the higher grade stuff, the slab stuff that you don't see every day that are mint state and whatnot, or key dates are very important. I could go on, ladies and gentlemen, but I think we're going to wrap it up about right here. If you have any questions, right down there in the comments section, ask me, some direct questions. I think maybe in the near future, we'll do a live stream where we talk about the same subject. Like always, if you want to correspond, it's ravenhawkcoins@gmail.com. Our P.O. Box is 721-296, Norman, Oklahoma, 73070. Like always, please make sure to take care of one another, and we'll see you real soon. Ravenhawk Coins, have a great day.